Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, trying to figure out exactly what this man's job was. Potifar Sris Paro Sar Hatabachim. The head butcher, Rashi says, a slaughterer, the one who slaughtered the king's Paro's animals. I thought that they don't eat animals in that part of the world. The Egyptians were finding it to be abomination to do so. So it's a strange interpretation, unless Paro got to do what he wanted to do, which is possible. Everybody else is following these strict religious rules. Paro gets to eat meat if he wants to. It's a possibility. Says the Ibn Ezra, Sar Tabachim Timsa Zeh Halashon. We'll actually come to that in a second. Excuse me. We'll start with the Midrash. Excuse me, the Midrash. Potifar hu Potifera. Potifar shehaya mefatem agalim avod kachavim. He would fatten bullocks for idolatry. Shehaya po'erat melavos kachavim. This was all about something or another they would do that relates to avodah zarah, idolatrous behavior. So his real role was somehow to prepare the animals, which were the items of worship, to make sure that they were well taken care of. Right? Not the person that they're for slaughter, unless they did slaughter them in some type of cultic practice, but it doesn't seem that that's the case. And so we now though have a second picture of him. The first version is that he is a butcher / animal slaughterer. Second one is that he's involved directly in the industry of the Egyptian cult of animal worship. But the third recognizes that this term we should not dismiss this term at all. And that's the Ibn Ezra says Timsa Zeh Halashon Al Hereg Ve'al Bishul. We find this term used regarding killing and cooking. A tabach would be more of an animal cooker, or it could be something something that relates to hereg, which is killing. V'divrei hametargem arami nechonim, and the words of the Aramaic translator, they're correct. And you look back at the that teaching of Onkelos on these words, Rav Katolaya. Rav Katolaya, he was the master of executioner, which means that Potifar is the chief executioner of Egypt. And Yosef is not there in the house of someone who happens to be a rancher, right, a cattle rancher for Paro, and he kills his animals. He's not there for someone who's involved directly in the cultic practice. He is there in the house of the chief executioner of the king, which is a tough place to be. If you're gonna be in his house, then you better behave, because he's got every possible way in which he can make you suffer, in the role that he plays. Keep that in mind as we then look towards the next part of the story in the day ahead. Have a great day.